I start this job to make ends. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, I don't get it. I'm not doing nothing bad to them, but it's just they couldn't compete at that level. So I called Pops. He like, man, my Pops don't really talk much. He was just like, man, just be FOI. FOI is true to Islam. So in that, they teach us a certain training how to conduct ourselves. It's very militant. You know what I mean? But it also teaches all of these different self-awareness, self-knowledge, and life skills and things of that nature. So I had to apply that in my workspace. At first I thought about it, it's like, damn, you don't never tell me shit. And then I thought over it like, wait a minute, what if I approach this, you know what I mean, with righteousness and a certain morality of character? When you approach things with righteousness, you're unbendable. Your actions are different. Everything you do is different because your purpose and your intent is different. And you're gonna make people love you. Even if they hate how you do things or whatever, they like, that's a righteous person though. That's an upright and moral person. You know what I mean? So your story changes in their mind. At first they can be like, this person is doing it for money, but when they start to recognize the righteousness in you, then that movie in their mind of who you are starts to change and your character starts to change. And then they start to change towards you. You know what I mean? So when I start telling them the way I think and how I apply my consciousness, where I came from, I start giving them tools and tactics that they can use. And then when certain things that happen in the world, I was telling them about the knowledge and information that I gained, and I was giving them value. And they was like, man, I could never look at him bad again because he made me a better person. You know what I'm saying? People remember how you make them feel. And so when they went home and they came back and they was applying those tactics in the back of their mind, now I'm helping them make more money and things of that nature. And that's just by not being selfish. You can't be righteous and selfish at the same time. So I decided I just want to do things that give value to people. The more value you can give, the more valued you are. You know what I'm saying? And that goes to anybody. I believe, you know, usefulness determines your value. So that applies to family, that applies to friends, that applies to actions, all manners of relationships. If you can be valuable for that person, you'll be valued forever. So if you tell your girl an idea that you have, say, baby, I want to start a business, you feel me? I want to start a coffee shop or whatever. I just don't know how to do it, but I got this ambition towards it because I've had this idea ever since I was younger, and I really want to get this out there in the world. You know what I mean? And so let's say y'all do whatever y'all do. You leave her the next day. She calls you up and be like, look, I was looking at certain businesses that's vacant out here. It costs about this certain amount. You feel me? I called ahead to see if they would be able to rent to somebody with like our credit preference. Now she become a value to you. You're like, damn, she listened. You know what I mean? Like, damn, I like this right here. That's love. Love is an action word. Family is an action word. Friends is an action word. I want to write this book. I'm in the process of writing this book called 19 Keys. And it's about the keys of opening the mind and enlightenment and just changing your thought processes towards certain things that happen. Case in point, family and friends. There's a difference between family and relatives. Relatives are people you just bonded with by blood. It may be by marriage, things of that nature. But family is people who value you, that invest in you. You know what I'm saying? People you tell about their dreams and they do something actionable and you have that reciprocal relationship with. That is an action. And so that helps you break down who is family and who is relative. Sometimes it might become a short list like, damn, none of them is really family. They just related. And a lot of times you end up wanting your family to support, but they don't. That's not how it works. The people that's too close to the light get blinded by it. And so a stranger support more because they'd be farther from you, but they see that light that you have is even touching them, and they can see how far it's going. And so it's not to family and friends or relatives and associates be able to see somebody that's far from it, recognizing the value of that light, and now they can see the distance that it touches and reaches, and they like, okay, I need to get on this. But by that time, you already successful. So being able to change these thought processes of who you mess with in your life based on how to classify them correctly. Who is your friends and who is your associates? It might be people that you work with as co-workers, and because y'all have proximity to each other, y'all speak, y'all engage. Y'all might even go out and do something together. That doesn't make them a friend, it makes them an associate. A friend is somebody you can call when you're in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like you stuck on the side of the road, who you think of calling? Some people go answer, some people go show up. You know what I'm saying? Some people not, but it allows you to create that list. Oh, this is a real friend. That's an actionable thing. If I started me a pop-up today, that person is going to show up on grand opening day. That person is going to support me, and I'm going to do the same thing for them. That's a friend. The associate, when I'm celebrating, they might come. You know what I'm saying? Like when I want to go out, I got a party or something, I call my associate. And you have to learn how to edit that list in your life so that you don't end up, you know, putting associates in the friends category. You know what I mean? Because then it creates an expectation. And if people don't meet that expectation, then it causes a certain depression upon that relationship. And you're like, damn, man, I thought that was friends. I thought that was family, though. Shit ain't working out. And as an entrepreneur, if anybody adapt on and embark upon that journey, they go find about that's the realest thing. When you find out who is your family and who is your friends. You know what I mean? Who's only doing it because they're close to you, who's doing it because they believe in you. You know what I mean? In that ways, you have to start evaluating your